Um, all right, Chris is going live Sunday evening. I'm not sure what
Uh-huh.
he's going to go over. But it looks like he's
Yeah.
going to try and nail down missing time in Candace's story. And that's a big thing on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
We kind of have a couple hours that are
Yeah.
missing. Um,
Huh.
and really quick, I wanted to ask you, like, I know you've been asked this 100 times, but do you believe that
Yeah.
Candace would tell you the truth if there was an accident by chance at home or anything?
Oh yeah. If there was an accident, she would call 911 right away. She would have been
Yeah.
freaking out. She loves that baby with all her heart. And yeah, she would have. There's no way. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not devious like that. No.
Do you have any thoughts? Really, we haven't like touched too much on Allie and Hunter. Do you have any thoughts, or do you kind of think maybe they're just lying to try and get reward money, or do you think it's possible maybe they know more?
Well, I believe what happened with them is they thought that we called the welfare on them or something, and they was out to get
Yeah.
revenge.
Oh
And they called the
yeah.
welfare on us several times. And I think that's what it's all about. I don't think, if TBI thought that they had something to do with Summer's disappearance, then they'd be all over it. But they questioned them thoroughly, and they're
Mm.
still not. I mean, it's a shame that they can't share information like that with us, so that we ain't got to do guesswork and try to figure all this out. And then, the internet just goes with all this speculation and all this crazy stuff and these crazy stories.
Hmm.
But I think, from what I've been able to figure out, they was just out to get us back, thinking that we called the welfare on them.
Okay.
But
So
so as
you
we
think
know,
it's
they
just
called the
more of a
welfare on us.
revenge?
I,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think they would take Summer. No,
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Um, I've been going around talking to all our neighbors and getting to know people in the evening time, and a lot of people have told me that if I don't know, but if somebody in this area took her, that's pretty much signing your own death warrant being in this area. They
Hmm.
would come after you. I don't know, but all we know is somebody definitely took her. And I'm starting to wonder if, because my wife doesn't know, about TikTok and Facebook and stuff, and I didn't either. I was really naive to any of this stuff, and I still don't know anything about TikTok. But she put her pictures out there and was proud of Summer, and
Yeah.
I'm starting to think personally that somebody's seen her on Facebook or TikTok and decided that they wanted her for herself, or it's the sex trade thing, or I don't know. We don't know, but that's what I'm starting to lean towards personally. And it's like the more I get to know people around this area and talk to them, and I'm going to continue to do that every evening as much as I can,
Hmm.
just in case you never know what you might find or hear or whatever. So I'm going to keep doing that for I don't know how long, but
So, okay, if we can, I do want to try and go over the time a little bit better with you because I believe that's what his plan is. Now, they
yeah.
went to the swim hole. Can we kind of run through that day again from your memory? You got up, you went to work, and then what's a typical day for Candace and the kids? Do they sleep in typically? Do they wake up early? Or what was their morning routine after you had already gone to work? Do you know?
Well, I mean, it depends, on whether it's school or not, but um, I'm not sure. When I left, everybody was asleep, but I had to go over that timeline with Candace several times. The TBI wanted me to just sit with her and just keep going over it until we could figure out every minute of it. And we give that to them, and they seemed perfectly satisfied with it, that it made sense, because she had actually left out some things, like doing a load of laundry. Well, doing a load of laundry, and maybe getting a bite to eat and folding clothes and whatever. That probably took up to an hour, So, and just things like that she, when she originally put that out there, it sounded like she just threw a load in the washer, but it was, a lot more than that. It ended up taking like an hour, but so we was able to figure out the timeline down pretty well, and I think they seemed satisfied with that, and it all made sense.
Okay, so when she went to the swim hole, you think they left there? You had called them, and were they picking up the prescription, dropping Hunter off, and going home?
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember her saying that she had a bunch more stuff to do, so I figured I would just work late, and because the more work I get done, the more I get paid. So I stayed, pretty late until I got that phone call. But I don't remember exactly word for word everything that she was saying or what she was doing. I just know she said that she was going to the swim hole until the prescription was ready. But that's the only thing I can remember, about it.
That's the other thing they're pointing out. You had mentioned before, well, since they were still at the swimming and running errands and stuff, and you would just stay and work late, since, why would you go home and sit by yourself, right? But some people had pointed out, weren't the 3 boys at home, so you wouldn't be by yourself, or were the 3 boys? There's a little bit of issues because I think someone from your church accidentally said they saw the boys at the swim hole that day. But I think he actually said that was a mistake. I think it was David, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure on that, but I don't even think I realized the boys were at home myself.
Right.
Because a lot of times the boys don't even want to go because they want to sit there and be on their phones. Yeah. And, we tell them to lock the door and everything, and then has access to a phone in case of emergency and everything like that. But I don't think we'd ever leave. After this, we'd never leave them here by themselves ever again. I mean, and we know, Josie's the age to watch the younger ones and everything, but I don't think we'd ever do it again after this. So I don't trust. I mean, I don't. But I don't think. Yeah, like I said, I don't even think I realized or thought about it that the boys were here. I probably would have come home. I just didn't put that together in my mind at the time.
I think that's fairly normal. I mean, it's a typical guy. You want to stay at work and make more money, right? So
yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong.
Well, yeah.
Do you
there's times I'd go meet them at the lake. Go ahead.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, you'd go meet them at the lake after work?
Well, I have before many times, I'd get tired of working and I'd go meet them wherever they're at and whatever. But usually, I'm usually pretty wore out, so I want to go home.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Now, do you... What do you think everybody is missing? Like, what's all being said and everything. What do you think we're all missing here?
I don't know, because that's what I'm trying to figure out myself is, what is missing. We know she's gone, and we know somebody took her, but we just can't figure out, who or why or whatever. That's what the only thing that I can do is just run around these streets up here and talk to people all I can. But everybody I talk to, they just don't think that it was somebody from this area at all. But I mean, the dogs that they brought up here, followed her scent to the road and up the road just a little ways before her scent disappeared. And they never could pick up her scent anywhere else, out in the woods or around this property, anywhere. So that pretty well tells you she was put into a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she was
one question
definitely
about that,
led down the road.
There's a couple people said that the dog followed her scent down your driveway, and then there was a couple people who said that they followed her scent down that dog trail. Do you know which one it was?
I believe it went down the dog trail and up the road just a little ways, probably more like where my driveway was. Or, they're not going to share that information with us. We have some people that have asked them, and I could probably find out more about that, maybe. But they're not going to share a whole lot of information with us.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't be sharing it with the world.
Did you get
What's that?
a copy of the police report?
No, I haven't yet, but that's probably a good idea.
You should.
Yeah, that's a
I
real
did
good
call
idea.
about
We'll
that,
do that.
Don. Yep, and you can.
Yeah.
You can because you're the parents. I tried to call to get a copy, and they said it had to be the parents. So.
Okay. Well, we'll surely do that.
Because there's a minor on there.
Maybe that'll help
if you
us.
do want to try.
Yeah, for sure. And we're trying to do everything we can, and without knowing anything, that might help us. But we're just kind of on our own. But I do know TBI is still working on it all they can. I know they're doing all they can. And
try and see if you can get a copy. Sometimes they might. I don't know. Depending on where you are, I've heard other states like this one case, Andriacchio case, the parents had to pay for the police report. If that is a thing, let us know, and we'll put that out on our channel and try to, however much it is, try and get that covered for you so that you can get a copy of it.
Okay, it probably wouldn't be too much.
Yeah, it
we
should
could probably
be
get it.
free, I hope, but keep us posted on that for sure.
Yeah.
And then,
okay, yeah.
Do you think that this case is tied at all with your sister-in-law that's missing?
We just have no idea because, when she disappeared, they never found a trace of her. Never have. It's been, 11 years now. They haven't found a clue yet. That's pretty sad. But she left behind 3 children that she loved, and there's no way she would, do that voluntarily.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have no idea.
Yeah. And you and Candace, you said, were you guys questioned in that?
I might have made a mistake about that. I said earlier that we were, but there might have been some people ask us some questions about it, but we weren't questioned by the police or anything. We were in Arkansas at the time.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought you told me. But you know how some of these people take things and run with it. So there was rumors that you and Candace were questioned pretty heavily in that case. But from what I did in my own research, I thought you were like in Utah, or you said Arkansas. So I knew you were out of state.
Yeah.
I actually think you might have even been in jail at that time, weren't you?
No, I was in Arkansas. It was about the time we was having Josie. Josie's 12 now, so yeah.
Now, do you know what the 40-minute thing is that Chris plans on talking about? Some kind of 40-minute timeline. Let me look here quick.
I think he's just making stuff up because, like I say, you know, we went through the timeline, and you know, TBI seemed to be satisfied with it, and as soon as we found the holes we were looking for, I called him and told him, and he says, "Okay, that makes a lot of sense." Okay, and he seemed really, you know, happy about it, or you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he says there's a critical 40 minutes that has impacted the missing 5-year-old girl in Tennessee who disappeared on June 15th, 2021. You will not want to miss this. So you don't know the critical 40 minutes he is talking about?
No, not at all. Because we counted almost for every minute.
It's going to be the drive. Your drive from work to home. I bet that's going to be the 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised about that at all.
I'm pretty sure.
I think I made it home in about 30 minutes. It's a 45-minute drive normally, but I think I made it in probably 30, 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Now some people are saying, because now they're trying to say that Candace had these charges out, so now they're looking at kind of Candace as bad again. Unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Flopping, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, was there anything out of the ordinary on June 15th at all with your wife or your mother-in-law or anything like that? Or was it just a regular day, do you think?
I believe it was just a regular day, you know, and, you know, as far as we knew, it was a regular day. It turned out to be the most horrible day of my life. But, yeah, because me and Summer were, you know, very, very close. You know, I'll miss her. I wish they could find her, but the reality of it all is just not good.
No, there's still
I'd do anything to have her back, but yeah.
And
yeah, I'm
so
starting
Grandma
to think
must
she
not
was
be.
targeted.
Oh, sorry. We got a little bit of a delay, I think. Is Grandma then? You guys must have been, or Grandma at least. Some people are saying Grandma's in protective custody because she's so afraid of you.
No, she ain't afraid of me. We get along, you know. I mean, at first we didn't get along so well, but we've learned to get along, you know. And of course, you know, you ain't gonna see eye to eye with your mother-in-law a lot of times. But,
Right.
No, yeah. So is she still in Illinois?
Yeah, she's still there helping her sister.
There's actually people out there putting videos out that think maybe Summer went missing a week before you called 911. What do you think about people taking that and running with it? Is it possible she could have disappeared a week before?
Well, the only thing about that is, you know, my 3 boys, they're too young to know how to lie. And they're the last ones that seen our daughter go down in the basement to play with her toys. And even my one boy said that he wished Summer wanted him to go down and play with toys with her, but he was too busy playing games on his phone. And he feels really bad that he didn't go down there with her, and kind of blames himself, you know. But my boys ain't gonna lie for anybody, not even for us. They're gonna tell the truth. So they were the last ones to see her go down there, and that's what they told the police, because that's the truth. You know, we've always taught them, you know, to be truthful, and that's part of the church we go to. You know.
What do you think about the people? And and I've actually had this conversation with Robin, who helped me see a little bit more clear, but the people who think that SDA is more of a cult than a church.
Oh yeah. Satan uses all those words like that to try. He uses all those bad words against God's holy people. What they call Christ? They accused him of blasphemy, right? And that's just Satan's handiwork. Calling good people all these things. A cult or whatever. All I could say, is check out the Seventh-day Adventist Church for yourself, and then decide. And if you don't, I don't think it's a cult at all.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up the definition of cult, I guess, but to exactly know what that means. But
well, they how they'll just take it and run with it. Their point is they thought that possibly, SDA is a cult, and maybe there's children sacrifices.
Oh, wow. No, God never, ever wanted people to sacrifice their children. It says that's right in the Bible. He never wanted anything like that. And we strictly go by the Bible. If it ain't in the Bible, we don't want it. If it's in the Bible, we want it, strictly. Ellen White's books are not anything outside the Bible. It explains the Bible. It makes it understandable. And she goes by the Bible, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less, And so, she just magnifies the Bible, basically.
Oh, we got a bit of a delay. Do any of the members of the church come by your house, just see how you're doing, check up on you?
Yeah, Robin, she comes by quite a bit from time to time. She always calls us, invites us to church outings and whatever that's going on and stuff. But, me and Candace, we're having a really hard time dealing with this. I'm really having a hard time dealing with it. I was just telling my friend down there, I had a little motorcycle there, and I didn't go too fast or nothing, but I put her on the gas tank, and she was actually steering that thing and giving it the gas. But I wasn't going too fast or nothing. I wasn't in no danger. I wasn't risking our lives or anything. But she loved that. She just loved that so much. And, but I've been riding bikes my whole life. I'm just not an idiot jumping on a bike either. So. But I'm sure we'll hear about that.
Did she like fishing and stuff like that too?
Yeah, her mom always took her fishing and everything. Her mom got to spend a lot of quality time with her. I'm glad she did. All them years I, just worked. She got to spend a lot of quality time and take a lot of pictures of her. Thank God for that much. But,
how was Grandma Candace? She has a good relationship with all of the kids?
Well, yeah, we've all had our times, or she would try to get them to, we all do, and try to get kids to do their chores and stuff like that, and they try to, they don't want to do them and stuff like that. You know how that works. But other than that, it's been fine. No problem.
And I did call Ronnie Lawson. He never called back. And
right.
I don't know what Chris is going to say on Sunday, but we'll be watching. I'm going to assume it's going to be about your drive home, because clearly if you're driving home from work, you don't quite have an alibi for the ride home.
Yeah, because I think there was a little bit of someone had a stupid conspiracy theory where you came home, hurt some or whatever, then went back to work.
Yeah.
Somehow no one saw you Candace never saw you or nothing, and then right around the time you got back to work is when Candace would have called you. I don't know. I can't make sense of that theory, but I think that's kind of what they were.
They think that Candace turned her back for longer than 2 minutes. Really, you came in and snuck off with Summer without Candace even knowing, which is how she would pass a lie detector test, and that you took Summer, did something with Summer, and went back to work. And then Candace called you when you were already back at work saying Summer's missing.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild theory there.
Yeah, that's stretching.
Yeah, fortunately, though, you know, I got Jamie's crew. I was working right across the street in the house right across from them, so they knew I was there all day, and I talked with them all the time. But after his crew left, you know, he come over and he talked to me for a good half hour, and then the big boss come by and was making fun of me for using the Subaru to put my drywall tools in, and then it wasn't, I don't know, 30 minutes later, I got the call from Candace, I think.
Yeah. So
I was loading my tools up.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify, to your knowledge, has TBI or Hawkins County, have they talked with those people who saw you at work that day?
Oh yeah, they've been all over the. Oh yeah, they've questioned all the. I mean, they've been out there in all the subdivisions, ones that I've not even been working in a long time. They've talked to everybody I've ever known out there, and that's all I know because that's all I hang out with is those guys. 'Cause I work all the time. But yeah, they questioned all of them several times.
I figured, but there are people saying that the police haven't confirmed your alibi or whatever, but they haven't said that they've confirmed anyone's alibi.
Right.
So, yeah, they're saying the fact that the police haven't said it means there's something wrong, but that's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my guess then. So she called you first, and then she called 911, and the 911 call is at 6:29. So that means you must have been at work still at 6:30, right? And that would be when you quick threw the tools in the car and came home then at 6:30. So you got home around like 7 o'clock, 7:10. That's going to be the 40 minutes
7.
he's saying. Yep, that's the 40 minutes he's gonna be probably saying. So
maybe not. Maybe he's got something else.
Maybe.
Honestly,
who knows?
don't even care.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even be watching.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. I mean, we can't. There's no way unless you start recording your drive home from work every day. Like, I don't know what's up with that.
At this point, I don't think it even matters what you do. I mean, certain people have their mind made up, and you know how hard it is to change someone's mind on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talk about a camel squeezing through the eye of a needle. That's easier than someone on the internet say, you know what, I was wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, we'll keep praying. We keep hope that Summer is alive out there still somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have that hope today?
Yeah, just, you know, for all y'all, everyone supporting us, I just please keep your prayers up, and hopefully God will turn this over, you know, and maybe, you know, he'll turn it. Hopefully he'll turn it over and she'll be fine and come back home. Just keep praying, please, you know. And you know, during the day, you know, on my drives to and from work or when I'm alone, I can't do anything. I pray constantly. I can't stop. I can't even listen to music anymore. None of that stuff matters anymore.
There was a question when you talked about searching your property more. Are you aware of any like abandoned wells or anything like that around your property or on your property?
No, I don't think so. Well, one of my neighbors, his great grandparents owned this property, and I talked to him, and he said there were some, and He's went and looked for them himself and checked stuff out, and he can't find any. But they've searched this property. After the police got done with their searches, they kept sending searchers in and searching this area at least 10, 12 times, over and over and over.
At home, was she safe when playing, or was she kind of like a daredevil? Like my youngest son is a daredevil. He'll jump off the roof of cars and stuff like that. Or is she more like, let me play with Barbie dolls and not get hurt?
No, she's a tomboy. She liked to, yeah, I mean, she'd be on that swing all the time and stuff. She liked to do things. She was a tomboy. But yeah, for a while there, she would run off, and at church she would even, play that hide and go seek thing. So that's why we was trying to teach her not to run off, because of, we got bears and all kind of stuff going on up here. We just didn't realize how bad it was up here at all. Yeah.
Okay, well, that will bring me to my next question then. Does she have, is there a favorite spot that if she was to get upset or something that she would like to go to? Does she have a hideout, her favorite little hideout that y'all know about?
No, not really. She liked to play on the back side of the house. I've kind of let it all grow up though. But we had some flowers planted back there and a rose bush and stuff like that. All these puppies are being mean to the littlest one.
Oh.
I don't know why. We got this runt here, and all the bigger ones are picking on it.
Oh, cute. Oh. It's because he's the cutest of them all.
I don't know how well. Yeah, he's the littlest guy.
So she would just go hide out back
there,
back at the house there?
Well, I don't think you can see it. I've let it all grow up. But there's a rose bush here. The sun when it was kind of spring and fall, the sun would always hit on this side of the house, and she would hang out back there. She always wanted to be outside. She's an outdoor person, But, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before. She really liked to be outdoors.
Yeah.
Has Summer ever tried to run away before or take off at all before?
No, never. No, nothing like that. I mean, at the church, she has went outside before, but that's before we started teaching her not, that that's dangerous and everything. I think she was getting the message pretty well, I think, but, trying to scare her.
So she would run outside during church or something?
Well, all the kids, not just her, but other kids would too. They'd go outside, and they had a big tree there, and they'd swing on it, and they'd like to roll down the big grassy slope, and stuff. But it was other kids too, not just her.
Oh yeah, so she'd kind of gravitate towards other children.
Yeah.
It's less normal.
I remember being a kid, and we for sure would be rolling down some hills and
she
stuff
would,
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did Summer have a lot of friends?
And visit with Rob, and she'd go find. Well, yeah, she liked all the girls there, Robin and the younger girls, and she would just hang out with them all the time. She'd come over and visit me, and every now and then give me a hug, and then she'd be off again, going to visit other people, and, which was fine. I felt comfortable with everybody there. No problem at all.
who was her best friend besides Robin at church? Was there any friend that she would get together with?
Yeah, I don't know them by name, but I'd say they were probably, like 14, 15-year-old girls that hung out together there. I don't know. I just know that she liked to hang out with them, and they'd hold her hand. They really liked her too, but they just took her in like she was family, and treated her really good.
There's some people that are spreading around rumors. Of course, they have Robin involved in a lot of them also. Now, there's some people that put videos out that after Summer went missing and some other situations happened, that you had left and went to, I don't know, Kentucky for a day or two. People are saying that Robin is the one who called you to go home to Candace. And, there's people that speculate you had an affair with Robin, and maybe Robin has Summer.
Wow.
Do you want the crazy things they will say, but...
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, no, nothing like that. No, I'm trying to keep the commandments, and that's a big part of that right there. It's the one thing I think, cheating on your spouse is probably like one of the worst things you can do. You're going to break hearts all the way around, and that would really make God mad, I think. Well, I know it would. I'm not perfect, so. But yeah, that just tears families apart.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do, or trying to tear all good things apart all the time.
Yeah.
So it's important to hang in there and keep those commandments at all costs.
For sure. Yep.
Was Summer already enrolled at school?
Yeah, we have her enrolled in school and everything. We still have her book bag in there hanging up in the house. Just hoping for a miracle that she could come home.
We're definitely hoping too.
Well, that's good, because some people were saying that you never even enrolled her to school. So she was all set and ready and enrolled. The school was expecting her.
Yep, has all her shots and everything ready to go. Sure thing.
Okay, that was another question I had for you, was when was the last time, because there's also speculation that you guys didn't bring the children to the doctors often, which they think is a sign of abuse, like you guys trying to hide abuse on the children, which is why they didn't go to the doctors.
Yeah, we went to the doctors as often as they needed to and stuff, and yeah, they were all healthy.
So Summer had her
no
5-year checkup through the doctor and everything, and was all ready for kindergarten then. And
yeah, that's right.
Okay, awesome. That's good to know.
There are some people saying she was malnourished and whatnot. She looked happy and healthy and strong to me. She didn't look lethargic. Like, she looked really active, and she looked healthy to me.
Yeah. Did you guys ever try to have her memorize phone numbers at all? Would there be any way she would know Mom's phone number or your phone number or Grandma's by chance?
No, and that's one thing I wished I could have done or would have thought about. Even just 911. If something happens, if she could just find a phone and dial 911 would be a really good thing. But we just never thought anything like this would ever happen.
Right.
We thought we was perfectly safe here.
Oh, and to clear that up, because they're picking that apart too, saying you always knew something was going to happen to Summer. You didn't mean you thought she was going to get abducted or anything like that. Could you like explain what you meant by you always thought something was going to happen?
Yeah, I just always had a feeling deep down. You know, I don't know if an angel was telling me that or letting me know, but I always just had a feeling that something was going to happen to her, you know. And I've told Candace, I don't know how many times, to watch her closely. She's my baby. I love her with all my heart. Please watch her closely. And I just attribute it to God letting me know ahead of time and be ready for something. I just didn't know what it was, you know, until it happened. And then when it happened, you know, of course I knew, you know, that it was, you know, it's the only way I can really explain it.
Yeah, so
I
it's
think
just like
we all
a
do
general
have
sense of something.
Yeah.
How was Summer with all of the animals that you guys would take in? I bet she must have really loved that.
Yeah, she loves all animals and love life, and yeah, I mean, she loved to beat up her brothers any chance she got. If we were yelling at one of her brothers, or she'd come up behind us with a stick or something, and she'd hit him a good one. So it was just her nature. She thought she was doing us a favor by taking it a step further, you know. But her brothers miss her a lot.
I can't imagine.
Some people wonder, why do you speak in past tense if you still think, like, have hope that Summer's alive? Some of us, including myself, like, when I saw you on the news, I noticed that you speak as if Summer's gone, and you see all the comments everyone says too. But yeah.
You know, I don't know. I can't quite explain all that. You know, I mean, I try to catch myself because I know people are on the guard for that and watching for that. But it's just, I guess, the language I've learned. I don't know. I can't really explain that. There's no. I wish I had an example of a sentence that I might have said. I don't know. I can't think of any right this second. I think a lot of people speak in past tense and not realize it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I've actually had a couple. I've had some people reach out to me who have actually had missing loved ones or passed on loved ones, and they actually say that it's more common to speak in past tense, so they actually didn't see a problem, and they wanted to let you know that they support you, and sometimes people just read too much into things like that. Oh, I wanted to ask too, have you noticed anything else that went missing, or was it only Summer? I know she didn't have shoes on, but was there anything else? Like, if she was to take off, was she missing a teddy bear? Was she missing a toy? Was it just Summer? Was it Summer and a pair of shoes?
It was just Summer missing, as far as we know. But I mean, we've had people come up here at night, in the middle of the night, and then steal gas and other odds and ends and stuff. But, you know, we haven't had that problem for a while, as far as we know. But no, as far as we know, just Summer is missing.
And she was barefoot?
Yeah. Yeah, because she always went around barefoot. We could put shoes on her and go to town, but she'll kick them off in a car or whatever, you know. It's hot here in Tennessee.
Sure does that exact thing. As soon as we get in
Yep.
the truck, she takes her shoes off.
Yep,
every time.
I don't like shoes, and my kids all do that also. Yeah, we get in the truck, I'll take my shoes off. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys notice anyone? I know there was the land for sale by you, but was there anything else that was like odd? Maybe people hanging around for maybe a day or two before Summer went missing, or like now thinking back, it's been
Yeah,
over 2
when that
months. Does
land-
anything else? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, when that land first went up for sale, there was a lot of people in here looking at that land. There was all kinds of different cars parked down there looking at that particular piece of property. And then, from what I understand, the Dobbs guy, he's camped down there. I guess I wasn't even aware of it, but our neighbors made us aware of it. But yeah, there was all kind of people down here looking at that same piece of property. But I just can't put my finger on who it could possibly be, who took her. I'd do anything if we could figure it out. I'd do anything if we could bring her home. Man, she's the greatest gift I've ever had in my life, and I'll do anything, in this world to get her back. But we're trying everything. Trying to put anything together we can with, our friends and stuff that's trying to help us work on this stuff. And so far, we just haven't come up with anything.
There's some
Yeah.
people that are saying rumors that there was life insurance on Summer.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what, people just like to spread rumors, and that's not true.
I didn't think it was.
Now, there's also another rumor along with that, that there was an inheritance from somebody, either your dad passed or Candace's dad passed, and that there was an inheritance left to Summer.
Not that I'm aware of, no. No.
Okay. You had mentioned that you were really wanting to move your family out of Tennessee back to Utah. What made you move to Tennessee to begin with?
Well, my mom got sick. She had MRSA, and she had no one here to help her after her husband passed away. So we come down here to help her, and she ended up leaving us her property, which I'm very thankful for. Yeah, she left it to us, and we've been here ever since. But we wanted to move back to Utah. But after going out there for a while, it's pretty crazy out there right now. I don't know if I want to move back, actually, but I don't know. If I could find, I don't know. I'd like to find Summer, but just don't know what to do this particular time anymore. Now, just hanging in there right now for all we got. And I'd like
How
for
do
my
you feel
kids to
today
see
the
Utah.
investigation is going?
No.
Does it seem like they're still working on it really hard? Does it kind of seem like it's being forgotten a little bit, or?
Well, it's always seemed like they're just forgetting about the whole thing to me, but I know that they are working it as much as they can. But that's why, I want to try to, that's why I wanted to turn to social media and try to get her picture out there as much as possible. But I just don't know, I don't think the police know anything. Nobody can figure out anything at this time. But it just seems like, everybody's giving up. One We had some people go talk to Allie, and she won't talk about anything. And Chris McDonough told her not to talk to anybody, and things like that. So it's just, there's nothing we can do. Just hope that a good citizen at some point in time sees Summer and helps us get her back. That's the only thing we can hope for, and God will turn it over.
So if you, Don, if you got a miracle, you got a call, and you got this call, and you were told you're getting all the manpower there is on this earth, where do you send them to, Don? Where are we going? Where are we looking? You get all of the manpower on earth, everything, helicopters, dogs, you get everything there is at your fingertips, and you got them for 24 hours. Where are you sending them to?
That I wouldn't have a clue on. I don't know. I mean, because, like I say, the only thing we know is that she was put into a car. And we're pretty sure anyway, because they couldn't find her scent anywhere around the property except for down to the road. So we're pretty sure she got into a car. She could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2 months' time, I mean, she could be anywhere at all.
Do you have any kind of, I guess, an intuition, they would say, that maybe she's in Tennessee still?
Well, after talking to a lot of my neighbors around here, and I plan on talking to a lot more, but after talking to many people around here, you know, if a person from around here were to do something like that, they wouldn't be calling the cops out here. They wouldn't be worrying about no cops. This person wouldn't be able to live in this area or be around this area. And so, I mean, that's just unheard of stuff for Beech Creek. They do have, yeah, it's rough and they do some things, but that's crossing the line of ethics, you know, or whatever. And a lot of people have told me they just can't see anybody from around this area doing something like that. And I know a lot of people have thought about it for a long time and tried to put it together, and they just can't think of anybody that would do something like this. Which we all could be wrong, but I'm thinking she was targeted off of Facebook or TikTok, and somebody seen her and wanted her or something. We don't know who or what, but I don't think she's in this area, but we're going to keep looking anyway. I want to do all I can every evening and talk to people all I can, but we just haven't got a clue.
For people that think you're just doing nothing, you're sitting on your butt, what do you say to them?
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. You know, I try to sleep at night, and that's, you know, she's on my mind all night long while I'm trying to sleep. When I first wake up, that's the first thing. When I get up to use the bathroom, I beg God, please help me. My baby's not here, you know, and I can't get her out of my mind. I don't want to get her out of my mind, but I'm just scared for her life and everything. She's in my mind always, all day and all night.
Did you know that Jose was a registered sex offender?
That's a different Jose. The guy that they keep pulling up out of Utah, that's not the same person. Yeah, okay. That guy, he's never been to Tennessee. I don't even know that guy. He's got the same name and everything, but it's a different person.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, with Summer being gone, do you think that maybe do you think this was planned out, or do you think someone just saw her that day and took her, or do you think this was a plan someone had?
I don't know. It seems to me, like I say, that I think she might have been profiled off of TikTok or something like that. We just don't know right now. There's no way of knowing, you know. I just keep praying that God will reveal all these things as soon as possible. Let us know and help us to find out. That's my biggest prayer, you know. And
Was she
course,
ever
I
getting
hope and
bullied
pray
or
that she
anything
comes
on TikTok?
No, nothing like that. No. But Candace didn't know no better, you know. She thought, you know, her thinking was to put the pictures out there and they'd be there forever. You know, that we can enjoy them forever. That was the only reason she done that, was to be saved. You know,
Yeah.
and but I think
lots of people
I
do
believe
that, yeah.
she was. Yeah. But I think somebody had seen her or something. I don't know. But you know,
It is possible.
we still got things to work out with my coworker too. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, and he isn't exactly being forthcoming. So we still got problems there, and so we're going to get to the bottom of that one way or the other. And I hope the law will step in and do something, because it's just, I don't know. There's some things that just ain't matching up.
There was one thing I wanted to ask you, Don, and I don't know if I've got this mixed up, but was there a time after Summer left that you went to another state?
No.
Okay. So I did.
I've been here ever since.
No, he went to Kentucky for a night or two, right? And Robin called you to come back?
No, I never went to Kentucky. I went to Utah for like 4 months before Summer disappeared, because I was wanting to move our family out there. I wanted them to see the West and everything. I took Josie with me, and we stayed at my dad's house.
Okay, that's what. They're getting things mixed up then.
Well,
Okay, I appreciate your time.
God bless y'all.
We'll talk tomorrow.
God bless you too, Don.
Okay. God bless y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, we had some new questions, and we cleared up a couple of things. That whole leaving the state thing, that didn't happen. And even asking him candidly, he'll still reference to Summer being kidnapped or abducted. He really does believe that.
Yeah, he does.
Even when we're not directly asking him that, he's still talking that way. So
Yeah.
I just don't get deception. I
Right.
know lots of people do, and more power to you, but I just don't.
Well, that's all for now.
That's it. Thanks for watching, peeps. Bye.